Next up on the chopping block is this dumb son of a... That son of a bitch right there. That son of a... That'll demonetize this if it ever gets monetized. Anyways, look at the gas leaking all over the damn place. So I pulled this sucker apart 2-3 times, replaced the carburetor, replaced all the gas lines. Maybe there's a leak in the tank or something or other. Anyways, it doesn't leak too quick, but if you get yourself one of these bad boys and it works for you for about 45 minutes, then you can clean up the crap that was. Boy, was I wrong. A terrible, terrible product. It worked for the first time when I struck it up at the driveway of the place that I bought it from, and it never worked again. So, I'm gonna go ahead and fix it. I don't know how, but watched a YouTube video. I pulled this sucker apart last week and then realized one of the lines, the gas lines, somewhere in there, isn't connected. So in order to fix it, I gotta pull it apart. Otherwise I gotta probably take it to the same guy who sold it to me and then fix it again the next time I go to use it. We are back at it with the Poolin' Pro, taking this sucker apart because we can't get it to stay started. So we're gonna take apart this whole damn thing and rip all the lines out and blah blah blah. Let's do it. Alright, so semi-success. We got the lawnmower rocking and rolling. That was fantastic. Weed eater, not so much. Not able. Defeated, but that's okay. I'll live to fight another day. You just gotta move, gotta keep going, gotta figure it out. So now I gotta troubleshoot because I got that stupid little tube in, which was for the primer bulb, which those that don't know, it's the little balloon on the side, but as if it means who cares. I'm not here to do the teach you video. I'm telling you that you can do it and just do it. Anyway, back to the moral of the tale. Defeated on the tube. It starts, but it won't stay going, so maybe the other tubes are dead. I'll switch them all out and then thinking that's an option, carb clean the rest of this. So the goal today is going to be fix up this unsightly pond. We got to get this thing looking beautiful since it's all overgrown. I set up all these rocks and stuff at the beginning of spring, but now's the time that we got to take care of this, fix it all up, even it out, and then have it looking beautiful just for the aesthetics. So it'll probably help the ecosystem develop a little nicer. And you can see from these bridges that I had built, just little tiny things to put together, but all the area is just so overkill of weeds everywhere. This is gonna fix this up. We changed the shape of the off spout stream portion, and I'm gonna get this sucker looking really nice. We had some deer come through yesterday, so I'm gonna take care of all this overgrown mess and make this place look beautiful. This is what was a path, but it's just all overgrown to shit. We took down this entire field of weeds with the whippersnipper and got rid of that crap. So chopped her all down. This is all going to be potato plants and sweet potatoes. So I took 4 potatoes, planted them in some soil. They're going to give us 2 more basically bags of potatoes. Same thing with the sweet potatoes. We got slips in, chopped all the, let it die out so it covers off and kills off any of the growth that is potentially going to want to come up through. It's really rocky underneath, so it's not like I'm going to be able to lawnmower it anyways, so we're going to have to whippersnipper it one more time. But anyways, once we zipped all that down, boom, palm number 2 becomes exposed. The hunk of wood platform that I chucked down onto the bottom in between this rock here to stand on for, boom, pond. Number 2. So we'll clean all this up. We'll get this trench built and this trench built on the other side. So basically have island in the middle. Only keep the palms. Get rid of all these. Was able to zip up all the cobblestone and let that get a little bit more exposed. Now that this path is all raked back, so I'm gonna lay down some weed barrier in this path and then put some mulch down so it creates this. But anyways, at least it's a lot more open up and you can actually see. I tried to just leave what ferns are there. Those ferns are just ginormous, but now you can see what we made. These water lilies are just crazy. This area, it's a really dry right now, so this area should all be water, and this is a lot more full. But anyways, this is going to be like this. Usually flows pretty heavy, so I did some rearranging with the rocks and created this path that kind of goes along, and it goes all the way back there, which joins in with the other ponds over here. So by creating an island in that secondary space, the flow should be completely natural, and create an island where I can drop a bridge down from there, have a bridge over into this space, and all of these paths will all have little mini bridges going over as many as possible. All the space where you see along these spaces, I took the whippersnipper and just created a mini path to walk through. Cut down all of what these plants are. I'm not sure what the plant is. And then left all the ferns. So the space itself creates a path and a walk path that goes all over, and I'll lay that down with wood throughout, so all this will just be a huge path. And over there, everywhere there is a massive amount of raspberries. Just discovered this here, so maybe they didn't fruit for the last couple of years, but shazam, mountain of raspberries over there. Zipped all this down, which opened up the paths. Got all this taken care of in and around. Got this built up so that we can see a little bit of that. Got some chairs set up. Got these chairs in here. Set up a little barbecue spot. Put this trailer piece up. This is like some hitch or something or other. Paid $1 for it. Now it's going to sit over top and hold pots when we want to cook water. Anyways, boil water so that we can make other things, tea, whatever. Got this burn box set up so there's actually something with a grated lid, so we can burn and not have, large embers and such going up, because, well, Smokey says only you can prevent forest fires. Just a ton of cattails that have come up, even though last year I chopped everything down, did my best to make sure it didn't reseed on the other side by getting these guys, and I chucked them out into the field. So I'm not sure if we're going to end up with a bunch over there, because it is pretty moist soil, but as you can see, it's a lot of fern like plants and such. But anyways, the pond, the lily pads only came in the last year. The season before there was a couple of them, but they were so tiny. Anyways, that was what they grew from. Whippersnipper got a little bit crazy and knocked down some of these guys, but actually helps. So when we're looking to see from the deck, we want to be able to look down and see more of the ponds rather than what the cattails cover up. So yeah, the lily pads came in just kind of mainly in the last season. A lot of this growth has come through, but certainly last season there was a little bit, and then the first season that we were here There was only a couple, and they were somewhere open over here. What I think has happened is that now you've got this body of shade, because there are a ton of fish. We've never stocked it or anything, but there are a ton of fish, and you can see there's frogs everywhere. Frogs everywhere, and fish. See this guy, he's huge. He's huge. There's a bunch of guys like that. We'll see if we can't get some frogs jumping. There's another guy right there. They're all over the place.
No peace I find, just an old sweet song